is the Redmi 6A. The smartphone, the Baidi Klasnia, the new entry-level smartphone king. The Redmi 6A is keeping the features that you love from the Redmi 5A. But of course, there are some upgrades from the features that are important for all of our users. We upgraded the screen, aspect ratio, powerful chipset, and we also improve the camera function. So let's look at the details. First, let's look at the design. Redmi 5A came with a 5-inch HD display. And now, Redmi 6A comes with a 5.45-inch full-screen display, a 10% bigger display than the Redmi 5A. You can enjoy more with a new display, such as watching a favorite video or even play your favorite games. It also has the 18:9 aspect ratio, which is definitely the new standard display of the modern smartphones in the industry. Compared to the other top-selling devices in the market, such as Samsung Galaxy J3 Pro and Oppo A61. Redmi 6A offers a larger view display. It's 18:9 aspect ratio, while the others is just the previous industry standard, 16:9 aspect ratio. The back cover comes with a brushed metallic finishing, which gives you the very, very premium hands feel. And a very beautiful arc design that gives you a very good hands feel as well. Redmi 6A is available in black, gold, and also available in blue. So here it is, all the three colors. Redmi 6A in black, gold, and blue. Redmi 6A has the most compact design in its class. The most compact design in its class. Now, let's talk about the performance. A good looking also need to have the good performance. Redmi 6A is powered on a Helio A22 powerful chipset. This is a 12 nanometers quad-core processor with up to 2.0 gigahertz clock speed. Really, really powerful. With the 12 nanometers technology, it offers a better power assumption and the thermal control as compared to the large 14 nanometers and 28 nanometers processor. It offers a 48% lower CPU power consumption. And also, thanks to the MIUI optimization, it offers a 30% lower RAM consumption, which will help to make your Redmi 6A performance faster and keep the battery life longer. Let's take a look at the upgrade on the performance that we have made from the Redmi 5A to the Redmi 6A. Well, the Redmi 5A, we have the 22 nanometers quad-core processor, and in the Redmi 6A, we upgrade the chipset to a 12 nanometers quad-core processor. With this, we sure that Redmi 6A able to perform faster and more stable, as well as a battery life for all of you. The Redmi 6A offers the best performance in its class. Remember, Redmi 6A offers the best performance in its class. Another upgrade that we prepared for the Redmi 6A is 5 megapixel front camera. Although from the figure itself is the same, but we have more function, more powerful function. The front camera now comes with the AI portrait mode and beautify function. With the AI portrait mode, you would able to make the beautiful portrait selfie with a single front lens. This is really, really powerful. And it's used AI technology named semantic segmentation. This is based on our powerful powerful deep learning algorithm. It accurately detects the edge and the blurred background, giving you the beautiful portrait selfie like this one. You can see from the background, it's perfectly blurred and still keeping the clear edges on our models. It's a really, really beautiful effect from the only 5 megapixel front camera. There's also an AI beauty in the front camera, AI beauty function in the front cameras. It identifies the different skin types automatically and accurately target and improve the different parts of the face. For example, T-zone, eyes, lips, your face, your chin, everywhere. For example, with the beautify function, it will give you a smooth skin, brighten eyes, remove the dark circles and pimples. It works like your real makeup. Here's a sample of the AI portraits and the AI beauty selfie. Give the model a smoother skin and the brighten lipstick colors, so make the selfie looks even better. Redmi 6A is giving you one of the best superstar selfie experience in its class. Remember, one of the best superstar selfie experience in its class. And another great news for all of you. We are adding the AI face unlock in Redmi 6A. You will now able to unlock your phone just looking at the phone itself. And the Redmi 6A comes with a high capacity 3000 milliampere battery, which you can enjoy the 15 hours and 30 minutes talk time and 23 hours of the music playback time. So you can use a very, very long time. The battery free. I know how you guys love the dedicated micro SD card from the Redmi 5A. And we bring the Redmi 6A as well. Redmi 6A allows you to use the same card at the same time. Well, we have the dedicated micro SD card for you to expand your internal memories. You can also use a micro SD card and expand to up to 256 gigabytes. Really amazing. And the Redmi 6A also supports the dual 4G and dual standby. So now you can have the fast and stable connection all the time. Here it is. The smartphone Debai di kelasnya. nanometers processor with up to 2.0 gigahertz processor. 4.45 full screen display, 18:9 aspect ratio. 5 megapixel front camera with the AI portrait mode and AI beautify function. And they support the AI face unlock. And for the connectivity, they support dual 4G, dual standby. And don't forget, we have dual SIM card slot plus the dedicated micro SD card slot. And for the rear camera, we are using 13 megapixel rear camera with a PDAF function. It's really, really powerful new entry-level smartphone king. Now, the most interesting part. The most interesting part for every product launch. So how much is a Redmi 6A? Before that, we have the 5 Redmi 6A Explorer who have tried the phone for a while. So they are quite excited. They are quite excited with the performance, and they are impressed with the Redmi 6A now support the AI face unlock. So, are you ready to find out the price of Redmi 6A? Let's see how Redmi 6A compares to the top-selling smartphones in Indonesia. Redmi 6A has a bigger display and 18:9 aspect ratio. We use a 12 nanometers quad-core processor, and others is using 14 nanometers processor. And Redmi 6A is using the latest version of Android. So, how much it will be? Now, I will announce the price. ₹1,249,000 for 2 GB RAM and 16 GB internal memories. I think all of you love this price. So again, Redmi 6A is definitely the champion. Take a look at it again on the comparison between the Samsung Galaxy J4 and Oppo A71. Redmi 6A is truly the new entry-level smartphone king. Here it is. Let's do a summary. Redmi 6A comes with a 5.45 full-screen display, 18:9 aspect ratio, 12 nanometers quad-core processor, so up to 2.0 gigahertz clock speed, 5 megapixel front camera with the AI portrait mode and the beautify function, support AI face unlock, and it supports dual SIM card slot plus a dedicated micro SD card slot. And definitely it's with a dual 4G, dual standby. And Redmi 6A will available from 10th of September 2018 in our authorized Mi Store and Xiaomi official store in beli.com. Well, today the launch event is not finished yet. I heard that the dual camera is also something that our users love. So therefore, I would like to introduce our new product that you have been waiting for. Redmi 6, a dual camera with an AI face unlock. So let's see how Redmi 6 is upgrading few features from Redmi 6A. The Redmi 6 comes with a 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel AI dual camera with a large 1.25 micropixel on the rear cameras. And it's also using a 12 nanometers octa-core processor. And on the top of the AI face unlock, we added a fingerprint sensor on the back. First, let's see the dual rear cameras. The 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel rear dual camera comes with a large 1.25 micropixels. What does it mean to have a large pixel size? Let me explain for you. With a large 1.25 micropixel, you can get brighter photos even under the low light. That's because it increases light intake. In the other word, large sensor allows you to take a clear and sharper photo. We compare the photo taken by our Redmi 6 with the Samsung J6 and Oppo A83 in the Central Park Mall in Jakarta. Here you can see how Redmi 6 take a clear and brighter photo. It's quite amazing. Let's zoom in a little bit. Here you can see how Redmi 6 able to capture every single details in the ice cream. Really, really beautiful. And keep a clear background. This is all can be achieved because of the large pixel sensors in the Redmi 6 of the dual camera setup. And of course, we have the AI portrait mode as well. It allows you to take the beautiful portrait images with great bokeh background. The AI portrait mode also uses AI technology called semantic segmentation. It's based on Xiaomi powerful deep learning algorithm. Take a look at the beautiful portrait image. Take at the beautiful portrait images from our beautiful agenda. Look at how accurate it is captured from the edge. You can clearly see the details of her shirt, the hair, and also the earrings. And his blurred background is perfect. Another portrait mode showed from agenda. Such a pretty girl captured perfectly with the Redmi 6. So Agenda become our superstar. Let's have more samples photos that we take use a Redmi 6. This is a photo taken in Banjarmasin last weekend. It was sunrise, and you can see how Redmi 6 able to bring out the details from the river as well as the fruit. When I say the fruit, I feel very hungry because it looks delicious. So another photos of the city lights in Beijing. I'm sure all of you know it's a famous place, right? It's a Beijing National Studio, Nest. Look how we're able to capture the sunset nicely. And the light from the studio is perfect. The photo makes me miss my home. Our AI portrait mode also works perfectly under the low light condition. It captures the details of the agenda face and hair, but also giving a perfect bokeh effect in the background. Really perfect photo. I know most of you love take photos of the food before you actually eat that. The Redmi 6 able to show the beautiful color reproduction photos that is really good for your social media post, especially in the Instagram. And as mentioned earlier, Redmi 6 now support the AI face unlock. Now, I want to challenge you to take as many as possible unlocking photos in 1 minute. Upload it to our Instagram and tag us. You may have something special from us. Now, let's talk about the performance of the Redmi 6. Redmi 6 is powered on a Helio P22. It's the latest mobile chipset processor by MediaTek. It comes with a 12 nanometer octa-core processor with up to 2.0 gigahertz clock speed. Before I continue further, I would like to invite Mr. Yanqi Li from MediaTek to come on the stage with us. Let's welcome Yanqi Li.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Good presentation. Selamat sore. Thank you, everyone. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Um, my name is Yan Chi Li. I am a Senior Director of Wireless Communication Business Unit at MediaTek. Today, I'm very, very honored to be here to support this great event. I can see a huge crowd right here and very happy, especially see the price of a Redmi 6A. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a very successful product launch today. And I'm happy to be here to support this event and talk a little bit about MediaTek and our chipsets that go into the Redmi 6 and Redmi 6A. You just saw all the nice performance and low power consumptions. And today we'll probably talk a little bit about the story behind the chipsets. Oh, this is me, by the way. Let me talk a little bit about MediaTek a little bit. So in case you don't know much about MediaTek, so MediaTek, we consider ourselves as a enabler and accelerators for the smartphone or mobile industry. So we specialize in the smartphone chipset design and also providing the total software and hardware solutions to phone manufacturers like Xiaomi. So currently, we are the #2 smartphone chipset vendors in the world. So if you look into the Indonesia market, 40% of the Android smartphones sold in Indonesia are powered by MediaTek chipsets. So after today, I believe the number will go up more than 40% with the help of all you Mi fans. Thank you. So when we were like designing the chipset, we always think about what would be the best for the users. So so today we're happy to introduce our newest chipset, Helio P22 and Helio A22, that go into the Redmi 6 and Redmi 6A. So Helio P22, as Stephen mentioned earlier, is an 8 CPU core processors that the speed can go up to 2 gigahertz, and also manufactures in 12 nanometers that give you a much better power consumptions than the previous 28 nanometers, and even better than the 14 nanometers. So this chip can achieve AnTuTu score more than 72,000 in the benchmark, which is the fastest processors in this tier. So that this one goes into the Redmi 6, and we have another one. It's called Helio A22 that goes into Redmi 6A. This chip is a 4 CPU cores, also runs up to 2 gigahertz, and also manufactured in 12 nanometer process node. So this is by far the fastest and also the lowest power consumption of processors in the world in this tier. And Redmi 6A, I can tell you, is the first phones that use these powerful chipsets in these tiers. So you will be enjoying the most powerful and the most affordable price that go into in your hands. So we are very happy to work with Xiaomi to enable that in the market. So it's not only just the process and the CPU speed. So when we think about what the users really want in their phones, what the pain points are, what do they really want to use in their phones. So we pretty much come to the point that the longer battery life, which wasn't so great in the previous 28 nanometers, is probably one of the most important things in our daily use of our smartphones. And also better camera. So we want to take better photos, Agenda photos, or you want to take your photos. And so we want to take photos everywhere and whenever we want. And also we want to enable more rich or richer AI applications, which will provide more applications to your daily uses. And another important thing is the dual 4G capabilities, that you'll be able to insert 2 4G SIM cards into your phones and then still be able to receive phone calls or 4G phone calls from on either one of them, which provides some more convenience to you. And I think P22 and A22 are also the first one to enable dual 4G in this tier. So For the AI-enabled camera applications, so I think this is a pretty hot topic these days. And what the AI can do for you is that when you're taking the photos, the phone will be able to detect what sceneries that you are in. So adjust the 3As to give you the best color, the best focus, and also the best white balance. And for face detections, so when you are taking the photos of yourself, or you also with a group, so basically we will be able to detect the faces in the photos more accurately. So with the AI-enabled algorithms in P22 and N22, because it's such powerful chipset, we will be able to improve the face detection accuracies from the conventional about 70 or a little bit higher than 70%, all the way up to more than 90%. So you will be able to, the phone will be able to detect your faces, even you are on the, turning your head, or you are being blocked by a certain part of your face. You still be able to detect your face and adjust the colors and also the bokeh effect on your photos. So it's pretty powerful and more accurate use cases for when you are taking selfies. And of course, the portrait selfies that is Steven mentioned a lot about this. I think this is one of the most useful use cases in today's phones. Another thing is the smart albums. So AI algorithms will be able to help you to classify your photos into different groups, so that you won't be able to do this by yourself, and you also search for the photos that with similar contents in there. So all these can be done with the powerful P22 and A22 chipsets that goes into Redmi 6 and 6A. So I want to talk a little bit about our collaboration with Xiaomi. So if you still remember, the very first Redmi phones was powered by MediaTek back in 2013. So Xiaomi and MediaTek have a long history of working together to bring those premium, low power consumption features into the Redmi series. So even today, we talk about the P22 and A22. I can still remember the discussion started almost a year ago when we went to the Beijing and met with the Xiaomi CEO Lei Jun to discuss what Xiaomi's requirements are for these P22 and A22 segments. And so we adjust the specs and making sure that all these nice features that we have in today's presentation are actually needed by Xiaomi, or I should say, Mi fans requirement, like you guys. So we want to make a product and work with Xiaomi and provide all those to you guys, so that you will be able to enjoy all the nice features on the phones. So that is actually our collaborations like earlier on 1 year ago. And then once the Redmi 6 and 6A project were kicked off, so all the MediaTek engineers and support teams are from Taipei, from Hsinchu, from Beijing, from Shenzhen in China, all supported Xiaomi to develop such kind of great products and meeting all the highest standard of quality at Xiaomi. So making sure that what you will receive after September 10th will be the highest quality phones in the market as possible. And then we'll also provide the excellent supply, the chipset supply to Xiaomi to make sure that, because we know that Redmi 6, Redmi 6A will be selling very well in high volume. So we want to make sure that we support the chipset to Xiaomi so that you will get the phones in the store whenever you need it. So by working together with Xiaomi to make sure that Redmi 6 and 6A are great products, great features, highest performance, lowest power consumptions, I believe that Redmi 6 and 6A will be your best choice in Indonesia that when it comes to purchase your next smartphones. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Thanks, Yanti. Yeah, really thanks, Mr. Yanti Li gave us a perfect presentation to explain more about the technology behind the chipset itself. And let's continue. We take a comparison of the Redmi 6 with the top selling devices in Indonesia market. Samsung Galaxy J6 and Oppo A83. Both of these smartphones are using at the 14 nanometers technology and 16 nanometers processor. Well, Redmi 6 is using 12 nanometer processor with more efficient performance. And compare with Euro 14 nanometers and 28 nanometers processor, Redmi 6 with a 12 nanometers able to perform 48% lower CPU power consumption, which helps in the thermal control and take you a smartphone more stable to perform multitasking. And to conclude, the Helio P22 CPU performance is as powerful as Snapdragon 625, and it has 27 higher performance than Snapdragon 430. So now you can enjoy playing your Redmi 6 with a stable performance, and the battery will last longer. And next, let's look at the design itself. The design will combine the amazing features in its design. And all of the amazing features in Redmi 6 are packaged in a beautiful body that comes with a 5.45 full screen display and 18:9 aspect ratio. A brushed metallic finish on the backside, and it looks very good and a touch of luxury. It's great phones for you who love to operate the phone with only one hand. But of course, don't play it while you are driving. It's so dangerous. On top of the AI face unlock, we add a fingerprint sensor which is located at the back of the phone. This is another layer of security for your phone. You also will experience an ultra-fast unlock with a fingerprint sensor. And the Redmi 6 available in black. It really looks gorgeous. And it's also available in gold and blue color. So here it is, all the three colors of Redmi 6. The black, the gold, and blue. Redmi 6 also comes with a higher capacity 3000 milliampere battery, which allow you to enjoy up to 23 hours and 20 minutes music playback time and 14 hours 36 minutes of the talking time. Like the Redmi 6A, Redmi 6 comes with a dedicated micro SD card slot as well, which is expandable to up to 256 gigabytes. So now you can have more storage to put more of your favorite movies, and it's also support the dual 4G, dual standby connection. So with the dual 4G and the dual standby, you can enjoy the fastest connection while you are surfing on the internet. Here is a summary of the Redmi 6. 12 nanometers processor, octa-core, up to 2.0 gigahertz chipset. For the display, 5.45, 18:9 aspect ratio, full screen display. For the camera itself, the rear camera is dual rear camera, 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel rear dual camera with 1.25 micropixel large pixel sensors. And for the front camera, 5 megapixel front camera with AI portrait mode and AI beautify function. And we also have the MIUI optimization. It's based on the latest Android 8.1. And support dual 4G, dual standby. Don't forget the 2 SIM card slot plus 1 dedicated micro SD card slot. Now, how much? So anyone can make a guess. First, let's say what our Redmi 6 explorers to say the phones. They love the smooth performance and the powerful I think all of them love the smooth performance and the powerful power consumption. And this one makes the battery life longer. Here is my favorite from the Mi fans in Jogja. Redmi 6 will be the difficult to beat. I like this one. This is how we compare with the top-selling models in Indonesia. Samsung Galaxy J6 and Oppo 883. Both of them have the single rear camera. Well, we are using two cameras. And for us, we are using a 12 nanometers octa-core processor, while the other is using either 14 nanometers and 16 nanometers processor. Although our screen is smaller, but it's powered with the high quality of the technology. So how much it is? How much? This $299. So here is the price. It's available in 3 GB RAM plus 32 GB internal memory. The price is 1,999,000 rupiah. And there's another one. We have another memory combination. 464 GB 4 GB RAM plus 64 GB internal memory. The price is we know that all the Indonesia fans, you need the bigger RAM plus the bigger internal memory. So we have this kind of variant. Look at how we compare the price and the Redmi 6 together with the other two brands. We also provide the choice of the bigger RAM and the internal memory. So which of the price is just almost the same with the other two brand of product. Don't you agree? The Redmi 6 is an entry-level dual camera king. Here is a summary of the Redmi 6. 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel AI dual camera with 1.25 micron pixel large pixel sensor. 12 nanometer octa-core processor. The clock speed is up to 2.0 gigahertz, very powerful. The screen, 5.45 full screen display with 18:9 aspect ratio, and it has rear camera, rear fingerprint sensor. That support AI face unlock as well. Dual SIM card slot plus a dedicated micro SD card slot, and it support dual 4G, dual standby. It's really, really useful for all of our Mi fans. And the Redmi 6 will be sold starting from 6th of September 2018 in our Mi Store and Lazada during the Xiaomi Super Brand Day in Lazada. It also will available in our Mi Store, mi.com, on the 11th of September 2018. We are very proud to announce that both of the Redmi 6 and Redmi 6A is made in Indonesia. We always use kami buatan Indonesia. Now, I would like to invite all the media friends to take photos with the two elegant phones we launched today. It's a photo time. All good? Okay. Really glad that you love our product. Really thanks to all the media fans. And today, there's one more thing. This launch event's not over yet.